Namaskaram. So, good morning, everybody. We had on the day two of the webinar session hosted by MBR Academy. And in fact, the day one was on July 1st, where we had a very good session and we had almost 498 participants out of the 500 registered, which joined with us. And it was a very good session, which was inaugurated by Honorable Padma Shri P. R. Krishna Kumar sir, and Vaidya Vinod sir was also with us as the chief guest, and our director, Professor Kunjiraman sir, was presiding over the function. And we got very good reviews, and we are working out with the certificates. And it will be reaching you within the days. So we are on the two of this session. Day two is, again, we have a very good session coming up today. It is by Dr. Smita Manoj. She is currently the medical superintendent of MBR Ayurveda Medical College and the professor and head of the postgraduate department of Panchakarma. So it's my honor to welcome you all. I'm Dr. Vineet George, the coordinator of MBR Academy and the chief of innovations of MBR Ayurveda Medical College. Representing the entire MBR AMC fraternity, I welcome you all to this session. So before we begin, we need to have a bit of like instructions to follow. Like when we were coming up with the certificates, what we had a problem was actually many of you have even the name, either the name of the phone or any other name has been provided in the registration link. So it is very difficult for us to find who has been registered. So the certificate, to print the exact name on the certificate, please make note that you enter the right name, your full name in the certificates, so that the exact name can be displayed in the certificates. And the second thing, of course, we are hoping and we are looking forward to a productive discussion session. We are enabling a chat box. Any questions, any type of questions, if any, with the presentations, may please be typed in the chat box. And at the end of the session, the presenter will be reciprocating back to the questions which are raised in the chat box. And again, like we are apart from the inaugural session, we are actually sticking on to time right now. So we'll be having an exact 1 hour session. So we'll be concluding exactly after 1 hour, which will be which includes a period of discussions also. So we'll be exactly ending by 12 p.m. today. And again, of course, if there are a lot of questions, there is a platform where like online groups are active, WhatsApp groups are active. We may even address the questions if there is in abundance. We may address it in the WhatsApp group. The following sessions are almost scheduled. We have next session coming up on July 8th with Dr. Chitra. It's on Ayurveda pharmacy practice and law. Dr. Vineet George will be presenting on July 10th on Padartha Vijnana, the empirical foundation of Ayurveda. On July 13th, we are looking on to Dr. Gopakumar, who has confirmed his presence on July 13th. He will be joining with us. And the following schedule will be rolling out by evening of today. So it's my duty right now. I have Dr. Smita. She is with me right now. Of course, I am very happy to invite my teacher. I'm very much abided to welcome her, Dr. Smita Manoj. She is very renowned as a practitioner. She is renowned as a very good person with a very good management skills. Of course, she's a very good academician. She has undergone her UG from KVG Ayurveda Medical College, Sulia, in the year 2001. And she has undergone her PG in Kaya in 2009 from A.L.N. Rao Ayurveda Medical College, Kopa. So she had been into teaching in the year, ever since the year 2002, but she was into active teaching after completion of her post-graduation in the year 2009. So we have a person who is right away practicing. She has got academic skills, and of course she has got a very good management skills. That is why she is presently working as the medical superintendent of MBR Ayurveda Medical College. She's also heading the PG department of Panchakarma. So she will be presenting us on a paper on Panchakarma in Jwara Chikitsa. So we have our director who will be joining with us very shortly, and we are having almost good participations right now. So we look forward to each and everyone who is present over here. And one more thing, the certificates which we deliver will be having a duration, like how much time you were actively present to the seminar, because it is a fact of true presence which need to be certified. So the duration, even if it is 1 minute, we'll be typing it over the certificate. So please log on to the Zoom and please be active in the presentation. So once again, I welcome Dr. Smita Manoj to this session, and it is my duty to welcome each and everyone to this session who will be listening to it anytime, any day. We'll be hosting it in all the social media platforms in a collective manner, in Facebook as well as in YouTube. It will be coming up in shortly. So I hope Dr. Ansar will be recording it right now also. Over to Dr. Smita. Have a very good session. Have a very good interactive session. Thank you for joining. Thank you. Over to Dr. Smita right
now. Namaste. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. My sincere gratitude towards my director, MVR Ayurveda Medical College Hospital, to my principal, to Dr. Vinny George, the organizer, Dr. Ansar, and all the organizers of MVR Academy. Today I'll be taking a class on Panchkarma in Jwara Chikitsa. Before going into the Samprapti of Jwara, we all know that it is one area where we always have doubts and treatments and all those things. I'll just speak in brief about the Samprapti, the Samanya Samprapti of Jwara. Samsrishtaha Sannipataha Pratakva Kupita Malaha Rasakyam Dhatu Mevatya Paktim Sthanam Nirasyacha. That means the doshas which are getting vitiated either in a single way or in Samsrishta, 2 doshas, Sannipata, 3 doshas which are getting vitiated, will vitiate the first vitiate the dhatu, that is the rasa dhatu. Paktim sthanam nirasyacha, then it will go to the Pakti sthana and remove the Agni from the Pakti sthana, and then the Svena tenoshmanam chaiva kritvam Deha Ushmano Balam, that is the Agni which is having its Ushmata will increase the Deha Ushma. Srotamsi Rudvam Praptaha Kevalam Deho Banam. That means Srotamsi Rudva. It enters into all the srotas of the Sharira and it causes for the Ushnata in throughout the Sharira. This condition is called as Jwara. So by seeing the stages of Jwara, Ama Jwara, Pachamana Jwara and Nirama Jwara. Ama Jwara is of 2 types again. Samadosha, that is the Ama which reduces after 7 days. Sama Rasa Dhatu, the Jwara which is caused due to Sama Rasa Dhatu which takes more than 7 days. Dosha Pravritti Ashtaha, that means after 7 days, when the doshas are subsiding, Ama Pachana will take place and then the treatment can be started. So here again in the shloka it is mentioned the same thing. Saptaneva Pachanti Saptadhatugata Malaha Nirama Chapyataha Prokto Jwara Prayo Ashtamehani. There is telling Ashtamehani, that is after the 7th day, the Amavastha of Jwara will reduce, that is the Pakvavastha of Jwara will be started and then we can start the treatment. Navajwara, this is Varjya in Navajwara. Navajware Divasvapna Snana Abhyanga Na Maitunam Krodha Pravata Vyayama Kashayamscha Vivarjayet. Varjya Navajwara, so we are not supposed to do the Navajwara. So what is Navajwara? Within 7 days of the occurrence of the Jwara, it is called as the Navajwara stage. And so Divasvapna, sleeping in the daytime, Snana, taking bath, Abhyanga, oil massage, Maituna, Krodha, Pravata, vyayama and kashaya rasadravyas should be avoided. While explaining about the Samanya Chikitsa, Charaka has told Jwara Adau Langanam Proktaha, Jwara Madhye tu Pachanam, Jwarante Beshajam Dadyat, Jwara Mukte Virechanam, Jwara Adau Langanam Proktaha. In the initial stage, when you start feeling the fever, Langana has to be advised to the patient. Jwara madhye tu pachanam. In the middle stage of jwara, pachana dravyas has to be given to the patient. Jwarante beshadam dadyat. That is at the end of the jwara, that is after 8 days treatment, internal treatment has to be started. Jwara muktechu virechanam. Jwara mukte virechanam here is telling after the end, that means when the jwara lakshanas are completely gone, virechana has to be given. Why he is speaking about all these conditions? Jwara ado langanam. We've seen in the Samprapti that it is the ama that which is causing the vitiation of the Agni. So this vitiated Agni will be causing again vitiation of the Dhatus. So that is why Langanam has to be done. Here I'll explain about which Langana. So we all know that Langana is of 10 types. So I'll be going into it later. The first Langana in the initial stage to improve the Agni or to keep the Agni in control, we are going for Langana. Jwara Madhye Pachanam. Initial stage, if we could not do the Langana, Jwara Madhye Pachanam. That is, we have to go for Pachana, the digestive drugs, the Agni improving drugs has to be given. Jwarante Beshajam. After the Agni is improved, the Beshaja has to be, the medicines has to be given to the patient for internal use. That is Jwarante Beshajam, Jwara Mukte Virechanam. At the after these symptoms of Jwara has subsided, we have to give Virechana. Why? We know that in Jwara, Pitta Pradhana will be there to remove the vitiated Pitta and to bring the Agni into correct way, we are giving the Virechana. Amashayatyo Hatvagni Samo Madan Vidardhat. So same shloka which Vagbhata has explained. So next the Chatushprakara Samshuddhihi Pipasa Maruta Atapo Pachananya Upavasascha Vyayamascheti Langanam. Chatushprakara Samshuddhi, that is 4 types of Samshuddhi. What are those? Vamana, Virechana, Vasti, Nasya. These are the 4 types of samshodhana which has to be applied here. Here it is the avasthanusara chikitsa of jwara. So depending upon the various conditions in jwara, these 4 shodhanas are applied. Pipasa. So it's telling the control of Pipasa is one type of Langana. But here in Jwara we know that Pipasa is the life of the person. So whenever the person is having Pipasa, we will have to ask the patient, like Sharanga Pani etc. is explained there. So Pipasa is excluded. Maruta Atapo, exposure to the Maruta. Maruta means breeze. So what happens when we are exposing to the breeze? Again, dosha vriddhi will be taking place. So it is excluded. Atapo. Atapa is exposure to the sunlight. Here that also should be excluded because exposure to sunlight or to the sun causes for pitta vriddhi, which worsens the condition. So as per Vyayama again by Jwara, the person's bala would have been reduced. Again by doing Vyayama, the bala will reduce more, and so we are avoiding Vyayama. So according to this, Upavasa can be taken as the type of Langana to be applied in case of Jwara. Ahara Pachati Shiki Doshan Ahara Varchitaha. Here there is a Ahara Varchitaha. When we are doing the Upavasa, Dosha Shiki Pachati, the Ama Dosha will be getting Pachana, will be attaining Pachana. But here is telling Pache Tatun Pranan Doshakshaye Tata. That means in spite of having Agni Kshaya, if the person is taking food, that will again cause for the Dhatu vitiation, and then it will cause for the Prana Haratvam. So next he is telling which conditions we are not supposed to Langana. So it is a general way that Upavasa or Langana should be applied for in case of Jwara initial stage. Here I mean, so there are certain, not everybody can be given Langana, right? So you see, Karyam na bala vritti va na garbhinyam na durbale. That means the person who is a bala, a child, a vriddha, because in vriddha we know already balakshaya is there and upavasa cannot be tolerated in a vriddha. Garbhini, the pregnant lady should not be given upavasa because any reduction in rasadhatu will cause the harm to the baby. Na durbale, in durbala person also we should not do the Langana, Maruta, Shut, Trishna, Mukashosha, Brahmanvite. That means the person who has weakened because of exposure to air or wind, who is having excessive thirst, Trishna, by thirst, when Trishna, Mukashosha, that is dryness of the mouth, or who's having Brahma, for those people, Langana should never be administered. Next is Langana Phala. So after we have selected, okay, this person can be given Langana. And then what are the Langana Phalas? What happens if we do the Langana? Langanena Shayam Nite Doshe Sandukshite Anile Vicharatvam Lagutvam Shucherva Upasjayate. That means by doing the Langana, Shayam Nite Doshe, the vitiated dosha will reduce. Sandukshite anale. That means the Agni will improve, due to which Vicharatvam, the Jwara will reduce. Lagutvam, lightness of the body will come up, and Shucherva Upachayate. That means the person will try to take food with icha, with interest. Okay, Langanehi Shapite Doshe Deeptagno Lagave Sati Swastyam Shud Trat Ruchi Pakti Balam Ojascha Jayate Vagbata. So he's telling that Deepto Agni, by doing Langana, Agni will improve, Agutva will occur, the patient will become Swastyam, he will become Swastha. Chut Truti Trut Ruchi. That means he will have Ruchi in food. He will have normal hunger, normal thirst, his bala and ojas will improve. Next is explaining how long the Langana has to be done. Prana Virodhanam na chainam. That means till the patient is not disturbed with this bala and arogya. Baladishtanam arogyam. Kriya kramaha. So till then the Langana can be given. Okay. So Langana has to be administered till the bala and arogya of the person is not disturbed. See, even Charaka has not directly mentioned about the Samyak Lakshanas of Langana and all. The other Acharyas have told that the Samyak Lakshanas of Langana are Vata, Vata Mutra Purishana, Visargo Gatra Lagave, Vrit Utkara, Kanta, Asya Shuddho, Tandra Klamagate, Swede Jati Ruchocha Api, Shut Pipasa Sahodaye Kritam Langanam Uddesham Nivate. So here Vata Mutra Purishanam Visargo. The person will have the proper expulsion of Vata, Mutra and Purisha. Gatra Lagave, lightness of the body. Krit Udkara Kanta Asya Shuddho. He'll have the better feeling in the, that is a good belching, his throat will be clear asya, mouth, all that coating of the mouth, etc. will be gone, and the patient will have shuddhata of all this. Tandra klamagate, we will not have tandra, klama, etc. Sweda jate, he will start sweating. Rucho, that means he'll have the good ruchi. Shut pipasa sahode, he'll be having tolerance towards pipasa and shut, hunger. Next, hina lakshana. So we should know, no, what is why we are learning about the samyak hina atyoga lakshana. That is to select till when the particular treatment has to be applied. That is very important in case of panchkarma. So hina lakshanas kaf utkleshaha. The patient will have utklesha of the kapha, ullasa, nausea, Stevanam cha muhur. He'll be spitting now and then. Kanta asya hridaya ashuddhi. He will have heaviness in the throat, mouth as well as in the hridaya. Tandra, he will be having drowsiness. Syat hina langane. So these are the lakshanas of hina langana. So if we see these lakshanas, we have to know that the Langana has not taken place properly, and then maybe for few more days we have to continue the Langana. Ati Lakshanas. So this is very important. So we should know all these Lakshanas, because unless and until we know these Lakshanas, we will not know till when we are going to conduct the Langana. So since Parva Vedo Angamardasya Kasaha Shosho Muktasya Cha Shut Pranasho Aruchi Krishna Daurbalyam Shotra Netrayoho Manasaha Sambramo Abhikshanam Urvavata Tamo Hrudi Deha Agni Bala Hinascha Langane Ati. So here Parva Veda, pain in the body, Anga Marda, the flanks, pain in the flanks, full body pain will be there, Kasa will be there, Shosha will be there, dryness of the Mukha will be there, mouth, Chut Prana, they will be having excessive hunger or reduced hunger, Naruchi will be there, Krishna, Daurbalya, in the Shrota Netra, the Indriyas will not be functioning properly. Manasa Sambramo, that is, he will not be able to concentrate on a particular work. He'll be having Urdhvata, Tama, as well as pain in the Hridaya region. The Agni will decrease, the Bala will decrease, and the patient will be totally out of control. So here we know that we are going to, among the 10 types of Langana, we are selecting the Upavasa as the first line of treatment. Next is Tarunajwara Chikitsa. Langanam, Swedanam, Kalo, Yavagus, Tiktako Rasaha, Pachananya, Avipakwanam, Doshanam, Tarunajware. So here, Langanam, Swedanam. So in the Tarunajwara means within 7 days of occurrence of the Jwara. Langana is given, Svedana can be done. Okay, why we are doing this Svedana? We know that Srota Avarodha has taken place. The doshas have blocked all the Srotas. To clear the Srotas, we are doing the Svedana. Kalo, here Kalo means from 8th day onwards, the Chikitsa of Tarunajwara can be started. Yavagus Tiktako Rasaha means the Yavagu, etc. Here, yes, why we are saying Yavagu? Okay, we know that on all persons we cannot give the, what do you say, Upavasa. So when Bala, Vidya and all, if you have to give, we have to give Lagu Ahara. So it's saying Yavagu Tiktako Rasaha. Yavagu or light food which is prepared with Tiktaka Rasa is given to the patient. Pachanana Avipakwana. By doing all these things, the doshas in the Tarunajwara will attain Pachanavastha. Asaptaratham Taranam Jwaram Mahu. Asaptaratham, they say before 7 days, the Taranajwara should not be used. So then, next we are going to the Vamana in Jwara. Kapha Pradana Utklishtan Doshanam Amashyastitan. I told you, Avasthanusara Chikitsa has to be applied. Kapha Pradana Utklishtan. In the Kapha Pradana Chwara, when the doshas are in the Utklishtavasa, and when the doshas, Amashaya Sthitan, are situated in the Amashaya Buddhva Jvarakaran Kale, that is in the perfect Kala, Vamyana, Vamaner Hare, Vamyanam, the person who is Artha for Vamana. For such persons, we have to give Vamana. So we have to keep this in mind. Only when there is Doshotlesha, we have to do the Vamana. Vagute is saying, Sadhyo Bhuktasya Sanjayate Jware, Sadhyo Bhuktasya Sanjayate Jware, Same Visheshataha, when the person is having fever immediately or the temperature increases immediately after the intake of food, Sadhyo Bhuktasya, that person we can give Vamanam. Vamanam Arhasya. We know the Vamanarthas. For such people we can give Vamana. Shwasa Atisara Sammoha Pritroga Vishamajvaran. The person who is having Kapha Pradhana Lakshanas as well as Kapha along with that if he is having Shwasa, Atisara, Sammoha, Hridroga or Vishmajvara, Vamana can be administered. Next is speaking about the contraindication of Vamana in Tvaranajvara. I already told you, Anupastita doshanam, Vamanam Tarunajvare, when there is Anupastita dosha. What does this mean? It means when the dosha Utklesha is not present, then Vamana should never be given. In case you do it, you will have Hridroga, Shwasa, Anoha or Moha. So we know that Charaka is given an simile, says that in a fruit, when it is unripe, if we try to extract the juice, we will not get the juice. Instead, we will be spoiling the fruit. Whereas when it becomes pakwa, we know that juice can be extracted very easily. The similar simile is given for the Vamana in Jwara, or he has given, we can apply it to all the Panchkarmas. So unless and until the 8 days has occurred and the Pachana of doshas has not taken place, then we should not do the Panchkarma. Next is speaking about the Tarpana in Taruna Jwara. Tatra Tarpanam Medhagre Rajasaktubihi Jwarapehi Falarase Yuktam Sa Madhusharkaram. Sorry. Tarpana Medhagri. So when the patient is having Urdhvaga Rakta Pitta along with the Jwara, Tarpana should be given with Laja Sattu or Falarasa, the fruit juices, or with the Madhu Shakara. Falarase Yuktam Sa Madhu Shakara, with Madhu and Shakara, Falarasa has to be given. So which are these Falarasas can be given? That is Draksha, Dhadima, Karjura, Priyala. So these are the drugs which are having the Jwaranashaka gunas. Draksha, Dhadima, Karjura, Priyala. So the rasa of these foods, it's with Madhu or Sharkara, has to be given to the patient. Next is Gritapana in Jwara. So we already know how Grita acts. We have seen in the Nidanasthana, he is feeling that when the house is burning, if we sprinkle water, how the fire extinguishes easily. Remember that simile? Still, if we are giving that fire extinguisher, while we are putting water, the fire extinguishers, the similar effect will be there in a Jwara if we are giving Gritapana. Atha urdvam kapamande vata pittotare jware paripakveshu dosheshu sarpitpanam yatamritam. So saying yata amritam. That's how when the kapamanda has taken place, the kapakshaya has taken place, when the dosha paka has taken place, but there is vata and pitta vriddhi. In such condition, we can go for Gritapana. We can take this as the Shamana Sneha. So yatamritam, whistling yatamritam means like amrita. It is the best treatment you can give for a patient. निर्दशाहम् अपि ज्ञात्वा कफोत्तरम् अलङ्घितं न सर्पिः पायेद् वैद्याः कषायश्च उपचारयेत्. That means निर्दशाः, before 10 days कृतपान should not be done. Kafottaram, when there is kapha vriddhi, sneha should not be given. Alangitam, why alangitam? That means here again Agni is not in proper condition, and we know that if we have to give the snehapana, Agni should be proper. Na sarpi paye. Vaidyaha kashaya. So in such condition, the Vaidya should give kashaya internally, and then treatment has to be done. You know that what is the gunas of Gita is? It is having the pitta as well as the kapha, vata, shamana. Next is speaking about the virechana and jvara. So we can always say why vamana virechana is shown. No. Vamana, it cannot be applied in similar manner. It has to be applied as per the avastha of the jvara. Kriya Vidavi Prashmam na prayati. That means by doing the above Langana, Vamana, Gritapana, in spite of that, also the Jwara has not come down. Akshinam Balamamsa Agne. Who's having not having reduced Bala Mamsa Agni, in such person, Virechana has to be given. Kriya Virabi Prashamam na prayati. I'll repeat, say if all the above treatment has done, and in spite of that, if the Jwara does not come under control, but his Agni, Bala, Kshaya is not taken place, in such a person, Virechana has to be given. What happens if you give Virechana? Pittam va kapha pittam va pittashayagatam hare. The doshas which are in the pittashaya will be removed. Kapha pitta will reduce. Or kapha pitta, dvandvaja dosha is there, it will reduce. Pitta dosha will reduce. That is the effect of Virechana. Next is Nirubhavastin Jwara. Jwaram Ksheenasya. Na hitam vamanam na virechanam. The person who has become Ksheena, who has become tired due to the Jwara Vega. Na hitam vamanam na virechanam. For such person, vamana or virechana should not be given. Kamam tu payasa tasya niruhairva haren malan. So, kamam tu payasa, the person, for such person, we have to give milk to drink, and then Niruhavasti has to be given to the patient. Labha of Niruhavasti, Niruho, Bala Agni cha Vicharatum Udam Ruchi, Paripakveshu Dosheshu Proktaha Shira. Sheshagra Mave. That is Niruho Balam Agni cha. It will improve the Bala Agni Vicharatvam. It will reduce the Jwara and improve the Agni when it is given after the Pak of the dosha. Trimalan Vastir Hare Pakvashya Stitam. This is the effect of Niruhavasti. Trimalan, all the three doshas will be removed by Vasti. Pakvashya Stita doshas will be removed by Niruhavasti. अनुवासनमस्ति ज्वरपुराणे संक्षीणे कफपित्ते दृढाग्ने रूक्ष बद्ध पुरुषाय. The person who is having Jwarapurana, the person in which Jwara has become Purana. There is reduction of the Kshaya of Kapha Pitta, but he is having Agni Dridhatvam, good Agni. He is having Rukshata of the Sharira, Rukshata in the Purusha, and Baddha Purusha, constipation. In such person, Anuvasana has to be given. Nasyam or Murdo Virechana. Gaurave Shirasaha Shula Vippadda Indriyeshu Cha Jirnajvare Ruchikaram Kuriyat Murda Virechana. Gaurave Shirasaha, he is having along with the Jwara, if there is heaviness of the head, having a pain in the head, vipanda of the indriyas, that is, the indriyas are not doing their work properly. The jwara has become jeerna, ruchikaram for the murda virechana has to be given. Here we have to use mild drugs for virechana, murda virechana or nasya. Next is rakta mokshana. Shita, Ushna, Snigdha, Rukshad, Jwaro, Yasya na Shamyati. That is, after doing all this treatment also, the Jwara has not subsided. Shikanoni, Anusari, Daktasya Avasai. That is, when the doshas are situated in the Shaka. Sorry, Shaka Anusari. So, when the doshas are situated in the Shaka and other treatments are done, but still the Jwara has not reduced, Rakta Mokshana can be done. What is the effect of Rakta Mokshana here? We know that Pitta is the Pradhana dosha in Jwara. When the Pitta is vitiated, the Rakta also is vitiated. This vitiated the Rasadhatu, the vitiated Agni, the vitiated Pitta, everybody is circulating in the srotas, they are in the body. So when they are getting situated in the srotas in the external part, then the temperature will be seen externally more. In such condition, when we are doing the Rakta Mokshana, the Pitta Rakta Kshaya takes place. The unwanted doshas are removed, and thereby by Rakta Mokshana Jwara reduces. Next is the Bahya Chikitsa, the external treatments that can be done in Jwara. Vibhajyam Shita, second line, Shitoshna Kritam Kuryat. The jwara which is caused due to the Shita Karanas has to be treated with Abhyangascha Pradehascha Parisheka Vagahane of the Ushna. That is, the Ushna Dravya Yukta Abhyanga Pradeha Parisheka Avagaha has to be applied. If the jwara has taken place or occurred due to Ushna Karanas, then Apyanga Pradeha Parisheka Avagaha with the Shitala Dravyas has to be given to the patient. Anjana Dupana Anjana Yogeshcha Yanti Chirna Jwara Shamam Tvak Matra Shesham. When the doshas are situated only in the Tvak or except Tvak Matra Matram, then we have to go for Dupana, Anjana, etc. Abhyangascha, Pradehascha, Parishekascha, Karayet, Yathabhilasha, Shitoshnam. That is, if there is Ushnabhilasha, then Abhyanga with Shitala Dravyas. If there is Shitabhilasha, then Abhyanga with Ushna Dravyas has to be done. Next is Abhyanga in Vataja Jwara. Vajware Marutaje. Vag Apeshini Vikramam. So what we are doing here in Vataja Jwara also, depending upon the condition, Abhyanga, etc. has to be done with the Vatahara Dravyas. Here I mentioned about the few Madanaphala Dravyas. So, Vamana Dravyas, that is Madana, Pipali, Kalinga, etc. etc. The next shloka, the Virechana Dravyas are mentioned. A few of the Niruha Vastis which is told by Charaka, they are like Patoladi Niruha Vasti, Aragadadi Niruha Vasti, Kuruchyadi Niruha Vasti can be applied in case of Jwara. Jivantyadi Anuvasanam, Patolyadi Anuvasanam, Chandanadi Anuvasana Vasti can be given. These are the few Anuvasana Vastis mentioned by Charaka in the Jwara. Here we come to the end. Samshodhanam Jwara, Jwarebhyo, Bahudoshebhyo, Urdhvascha, Adhascha, Buddhiman. When there is Bahudosha, depending upon the condition, Urdhva or other Panchkarma can be applied here. Vamanescha, Virekescha, Vastuvicha, Yathakramam. Depending upon Yathakramam, Kapha, Pitta, Anile. So here, in case if the doshas are, the jwara is caused by kapha, vamana, if it is caused by pitta, virechana, if it is caused by vata, then virechana has to be given to the Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Smita. It was indeed a very knowledgeable session. And of course, we are getting very good comments, and we have
When do we, there's a question there, when do we consider Jwara as Purana, like the time duration practice? It's telling when the doshas have become Pachana Avastha. We know the Pachana Avastha of Jwara, I'm sorry, doshas, one thing. Second thing is telling, after 7 days only, the Chikitsa has to be done. Jwara, that is Taruna Jwara, in that particular shloka, he is explaining it. Next question.
Sorry.
so. I think it was a very knowledgeable session, and in fact, we are having a schedule on the coming sessions right now. So the chat box is meantime open. You may please raise your questions in the chat box. I'll just roll out the schedule for the next coming sessions. On July 10th, we have on July 8th we have a presentation by Dr. Chitra on the topic Ayurveda Pharmacy Law and Practice. And again on July 10th, we have a presentation by myself, Dr. Vineet, on the topic Padartha Vijnana. On July 13th, we have Dr. Gopakumar joining us with his presentation. The topic will be rolled out very soon. On July 15th, we have Dr. T.S. Krishna Kumar, Professor of the Department of Agata Tantra, PG Studies in Department of Agata Tantra, who would be joining us with a session on July 15th. On July 17th, we have Dr. Anju P. Ramachandran, Professor of Department of Kaya Chikitsa, joining with us as a presentation on clinical research in Ayurveda, a pathfinder. On Dr. 20, we have Dr. Girish Krishnan, who is a renowned academician and practitioner, who will be joining us with his presentation on July 20th. On July 22nd, we have Dr. Sister Elsie Lucas, who is the head of the Department of Shalaki Tantra of MBR Ayurveda Medical College. She will be joining us with her presentation. The title will be intimated very shortly. And of course, on July 24th, we are having a presentation by the renowned speaker and academician, Dr. N.V. Srivatsasar, on the topic Marma Chikitsa in Common Injury. So these are the schedules. So the next session will be on July 8th. And that will be by Dr. Chitra. I need each and everyone to please register to this so that we can have active presentation. And today we had almost 268 participants right now. And of course, the certificates, I'm reminding you again, please enter your full name to these certificates when you're logging in so that we can enter it in the certificates and can be delivered to you at the earliest. Yeah, the chat room is meanwhile open. You may please raise your questions if any. We have again almost 5 to 10 minutes back, 5 to 10 minutes left with us. If you have any questions, please raise with us. Of course, our director, Professor Kunjaraman sir, is joining us in the meantime. You may please raise the questions if you have them.
Any other questions?
Ma'am, I have one question. So can I ask?
Sure, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, actually, I'm Professor Jina Patnaik from GS Ayurvedic Medical College. So you told that regarding Virechin, but can I ask that the Virechin means simple Virechin can we give to any kind of Jwara patients?
Virechana can be given provided they are having Pitta Pradhana. Again, Agni has to be considered, and then after considering the Agni of the patient as well as if the patient is having the Bala to undergo Virechana, then definitely Sadhya Virechana can be given to the patient.
Achha.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. Another question can I ask?
Sure, ma'am.
Because now this COVID time, so can we use like this Virechin and all those things and that quarantine patients?
Definitely, ma'am. I told
That Panchakarma, that I'm asking, not that Virechin means Panchakarma treatments. Can we give to quarantine, not that COVID patients?
yeah.
That quarantine, those who are in quarantine position, that Kadha and all those that Samana Aushadhis we are giving, but that Panchakarma, can we?
Definitely, ma'am. If we know, if we have to consider the bala of the patient, right? If the patient is having tolerance towards the virechana, that is, if you are giving virechana and it occurs for more than 5 to 10 times, and if he can, that assessment has to be done. When the patient's assessment is okay, and we feel that we can give assessment is good, then virechana can definitely be given in the case of quarantine patients. No issues.
Okay, and any other kind of Panchakarma treatment can you give?
Which one, ma'am?
Means that woman, then
Ma'am, Vamana definitely can be given, but it should be a Sadhya Vamana.
okay. Okay, then thank you, ma'am.
Thank
In
you.
your college, actually, you people are doing that practicals, means in that COVID quarantine patients.
Ma'am, we have quarantine patients, but since Kerala government did not permit us at that time, we could not give any Ayurveda treatment. But yes, we have given for to immunoboosters to the patients who were in the front line.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much. And your talk was really very amazing and knowledgeable. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Dr. Gina. कितने दिन तक ज्वर होने पर उसे पुराण ज्वर कहा जा सकता है? सर 7 दिन से पहले it is तरण ज्वर. 7 दिन के बाद अगर dosha paka has taken place, so we can consider it as purana jwara. With the classical virechana has to be given, followed, or sadhya virechana. Ma'am, I think that will be better if we go for a sadhya virechana. Like classical virechana, we have to go for shodhana, sneha, and all those things. So maybe if the patient is not having tolerance towards, or the bala is not good, then classical virechana may not work out well for us. But yeah, we can go for sadhya virechana, and it has already been practiced also. Thank you, ma'am.
Madam, we have a question from Dr. Remya VR. She's asking a question if Panchakarma procedures can be implemented in the present situation for COVID. Can you please answer the question?
Sir, COVID is again here, avasthan, sir. We know that like in the COVID, the symptomatic treatment is given. We do not have a pakka treatment for COVID patients. So symptomatic, in modern also they are doing the same thing. The symptomatic treatment. Yes, if we feel the COVID patients having pitta vriddhi, and I've been telling this again and again, if we are having pitta vriddhi, and then again if there is dvara, the patient can tolerate virechana, then definitely we can give virechana. If the patient is having kapha vriddhi, sadhya vamana can be given to the patient. But vasti also can be given, but again we have to consider the bala of the patient. Only everything depends upon the bala. If the COVID patient is having good bala, we know the bala should be of the sharira as well as of the manas. If they are good, everything can be done. That depends upon again the courage of a physician.
Madam, we have one more question coming from Dr. Rajasri Vani, who is asking whether we can give Sadhya Vamana in Jwara. Madam, can you please answer the question?
Yes, Sadhya Vamana can be given in Jwara. Sadhya Vamana can be given in Jwara.
Another question following this has again been raised, whether classical Virejana has to be followed or Sadhya Virejanam should be followed in Jwara.
I explained this. Classical Virechana might become difficult for us here because it will take time. We have to go for the Snehapana procedure and all those things, no? So it will be better if we give the, ultimate thing is Jwara Shamana has to take place, right? Can we wait till Samyak Snigdha Lakshanas attain? No. Probably we can go for Sadhya Virechana. Sadhya Virechana is also practiced right now, ma'am. It is always practiced.
Madam, we have a question from Dr. Ramesh Kumar. He is asking with what drugs can we perform Sadhya Vamana in Jwara, in your experience?
Plain salt water. Salt water.
Okay. Is there any other further questions? Please, you may please ask it here, or you may share it in the chat box. I think we don't have much questions available in the chat room.
Yeah. My sincere thanks to my director. I know in spite of being busy, he's there with us today somewhere hearing my speech. Dr. Vineet, Dr. Ansar, you guys are taking too much of responsibilities even in this lockdown period. Thank you so much. Thank you, Principal Sir, my seniors, my friends. I know you guys are there listening to me. Thank you so much for being with me. My students, ex and present. Well, I can see few of my students, my outside students from MBR, students from Koppa and Surya also attending the classes. Thank you one and all for being with me. Thank you.
Thank you, madam. Thank you very much. In fact, we have our director, Professor Punyaraman sir, joining us to share a few words on concluding this session. I kindly request our director, Professor Punyaraman sir, to please join us now. Dr. Ansar, please take note if Director Sir is available, and he may please talk now if Punyaraman Sir is available. I can see him in the chat box session here.
Yes, yes.
In the meantime, there have been questions about the presentations. Of course, the previous presentation hasn't been shared in the WhatsApp group. That is because it was too extensive. It took almost 3 hours for the session, and we had a very big participation list also. We are making it short, and we'll be sending it for sure in the WhatsApp group and also in the Facebook pages. Even this presentation has been requested many times, and we'll be sending all these presentations in this schedule, of course, in the WhatsApp group, as well as in Facebook. We'll be sharing it. We have chats again coming up right now. I think we'll be sharing the expert opinion from our presenter, Dr. Smita, very shortly through your mail or either through the WhatsApp group. She will also be available in the WhatsApp group. Of course, another WhatsApp group is also open right now. If you are interested, you may please join it. The link is available in the chat room. The presentations will be shared. And again, July 24th. And we are planning for an international online conclave, the dates which will be intimated very soon. I think Professor Kunjiraman sir is here with us. I request him to speak a few words if he is available.
Dr. Vineet was telling that for this scheduled program will be conducted on time next day. And the program that we are planning is that, the post-COVID era, scope and challenges in the Ayurveda industry. And I think we can coordinate all the entrepreneurs in the Ayurveda industry, Dr. Hayendra Nair, Patna Sri Dr. Hayendra Nair. Any audio problem? I don't.
We can hear you, sir. We can hear you.
Yeah. Okay. From Pankaj Kasturi and also Dr. Ramanathan from Sriram Industries, and from Datri, Mr. Siji, Mr. Saji, and also Biofarm and other prominent industrialists, Ayurveda industrialists will be participating in a panel session by the end of this month. And as Dr. Vineet was telling, we will be planning a very huge international Ayurveda webinar by August, in which we can represent panelists from all parts of the world, including UK, USA, Germany, France, and other countries. And we will continue this webinar program in a successful manner. Every proceedings will be documented, and it will be available on your FB and other social media platform also. So thank you once again for all the participants for spending your time, valuable time for attending this webinar. Thank you one and all. Dr. Vineet George, and conclude, I think. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. In fact, we are winding up the session 2 on the Ayurveda webinar series hosted by MBR Academy. Thank you all for your active participation. We had a very good session. I sincerely thank Dr. Smita for joining us, and we are in fact on time. We have again 2 minutes left till 12. We stick on to the time very perfectly today. We'll be joining you on July 8th for the presentation by Dr. Chitra Vineet on the topic Ayurveda Pharmacy Law and Practice. Those who haven't registered, please register it, and the continuing sessions will be followed on July 10th, July 13th, and the schedule will be intimated very shortly. So once again, thank you everyone for joining with us. Thank you once again. Thank you very much.